Good evening and welcome to Central York High School right here in the middle of the YAIAA. That's the York Area Interscholastic Athletic Association League. That's a long thing to have to say tonight, but we're in for a cat fight tonight as it's the Central York Bobcats, a record of 4-11 and 2-6 in the league, against York High, the Bearcats, 4-8 and 2-5 in the league. Tonight's live broadcast is made possible by our premier sponsor, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency, and special community sponsors, Jack Giambalvo Family of Dealerships right here in the York area, and OSS Health. I'm Gary Sutton. Alongside of me tonight, Jeff Thompson, the coach, and Pat Flannery, the former coach at Bucknell University. Had some pretty good success up there over the years, including a couple big wins there back in 2005 and 6, and we talk about that all the time. Kansas and Arkansas both went down at the hands of Coach Flannery and his Bucknell team. But tonight, we've got two teams that normally are here fighting for first place, but this year not the case. Injuries and other things have really taken away a lot from their season. And we start tonight, first of all, with York High Bearcats, known as William Penn around the league, known here in York as York High. Commonwealth Charter Academy player of the game to watch, Jasir Vega. And Jeff Thompson, Jasir Vega is one of those young guys who can fill it up. A lot of young guys here tonight, but this is a beat-up York High team.
Well, it is a beat-up, and they're missing Jules Tucker. He's their third leading scorer, one of the three double-figure scorers. But let's talk about Jasir a little bit, because he had a monster game, scored 33 and 1, and mostly because he can get it going from the outside, but he loves to drive to the basket too. But what I'm really excited about, there's another ninth grader, Davion Lidner. He's averaging 12.7, 6 foot tall, and he hit the game winner in the last time they played Central York.
Yeah, they won by 2 last time over Central York, and that was a tough game. Central York's had a lot of close games they've lost this year. Coach Flannery, you look at Central York, they're getting back a player who was missing from a lot of those. Greg Geininger, talk about him.
Yeah, Greg Geithner, 6'7", lefty, sophomore. He's been out, back in now. Coach is really excited about having him. Pedigree of family, number of family members that have played at that level. Brother playing at Juniata. Last time out, 28 points a game. Obviously, he's a real key. They have Baker, Jackson, and Dobson live off of him, but to match you up, Jeff, they love a freshman by the name of Ben Natal, and coach is so high on him. So it's so many good young kids in this area. It's great to see. I'm glad we can bring up their names.
And our OSS Health player to watch tonight, Greg Geininger. His dad played for the Cavaliers at one point in time, so some pretty good lineage there. We've got two teams tonight that always have a lot of pride, and they're playing for it here this evening. It's a cat fight, and it's coming your way. It's High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
If you're looking for a quality used vehicle at a great price,
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford has the best pre-owned inventory, not to mention the best hometown buying experience in all of Harrisburg. With our market-driven pricing, you can be sure you're always getting the best deal. Plus, we'll give you top dollar for your trade. And you know who's got Harrisburg's best deals.
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
At Capital Blue Cross, there are more yeses and fewer nos. Protecting your health and making it easier so you can spend time on what makes you smile. Helping our communities, your families, your businesses, big and small. We have you covered, going the extra mile. It's what we do. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Erie Insurance.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newly relocated dealership, Jack Giambalvo Mazda. The Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambalvo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
And welcome back to Central York High School, the gymnasium here in York, Pennsylvania, for a good matchup here tonight. This is a game that every year is normally for first place. This year a little bit different. As we said, both teams on a little bit of a down year so far. Central York at 4-11, 2-6 in the YAIA Division I. William Penn, also known as York High, is 4-8, 2-5, as the starting lineup is being introduced right now. For York High tonight, it'll be Maj Walker, number 2, who's a 5'9" sophomore, averaging 3.6 points a game. Jasir Vega, 19.4 points a game. You heard Jeff talk about him wearing number 3, a 5'10" junior. You got Kamari Gonzalez wearing number 5 tonight, a 6-foot senior. Omarion Newsom, a 6'5" junior, averaging 6.3 points a game. And Davion Lidner, who is averaging 12.7 points a game, a freshman. For Central, 0. Jacoby Baker, a 5'10" senior, averaging 16 points a game, has 23 threes. James Jackson, wearing number 1, as a senior at 5'8", will be in there as well. Ethan Dodson, number 2, a junior 6'2" guard, averaging 11 points a game. You got Greg Geidinger back now, the big guy wearing number 4, 6'7", 17 points a game. He's only played his last 3 games. And then finally, Ben Natal, and he's a guy we're going to be watching a lot tonight, number 15, a freshman, 6 foot. Coach is very high on him. Jeff Hoke, the coach of Central York High School, former coach at Bishop McDevitt. On the other side, you have Clovis Gallen, the veteran coach here at York High. Your officials for tonight, Kevin Lawrence, John Eister, Reese Christies. They will be your officials here this evening. Lawrence and Christies and Eister, veterans here of the York Area League. So we're looking forward to a good one here tonight, a real cat fight. And final thoughts here before this one starts, Coach Flannery?
Well, obviously they've gotten together already once this year and pounded it out. So this is a little payback, maybe coming to the home team now after a buzzer beater. But I love the young kids, as I keep saying. There's a lot of young kids in this area, and they both have veterans that can really score.
Jeff, you got 2 young teams getting up against each other here tonight. As I said, they've been banged up a little this year, but first time around, York High beat Central by 2. And looking forward to the rematch here tonight.
It's going to be a great rematch, and the fans emptied it to the floor at the end of the last game, so I expect the same kind of thing tonight.
Ready to toss it up here. Kevin Lawrence will do the honors. So you have Geidinger going up there against Newsom, and covered by York High for a moment. And it will go back over to Central York.
So many of these kind of games, you really have to look for who handles the basketball the best, and who are the kids on the team. And I really like this Baker. Looks like a kid that he's a captain.
Kobe Baker trying to get penetration there right away. Underneath it goes, and nice pass inside right away from Central, and finishing off for Central is Ben Natal.
Little pressure, a little 1-2-1-1.
This guy can fill it up from 3 in a hurry, and there you see why. Downtown from Jasir Vega, his first 3 of the night, and when he gets a chance to set his feet and steals it here, and up for 2 more, so Vega right away in the books for 5 points just like that. Only a junior. By the way, he shoots the 3 at 37%, has 35 out of 93 for the year.
So far, pretty accurate scouting report, Coach.
Penetration, good hard move to the basket, will not go. Yanked down by number 15, Davion Lidner. And then on the other end, it's going to be a player control foul.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, Walker going up, and
Natal.
You can see that one coming the whole way, and Natal holding his ground.
About that, seeing a young man step in there like that, that means a lot of good things to come.
York High picking it up here pretty well full court right away.
Dotson, their second handler.
There's Geidinger. Geidinger gets a long look, and Geidinger buries it right away, and he's in the book now for his first 3 of the night. Averaging 17 points a game. Mostly in the last 3 games, they come back in a little bit of zone half-court pressure, 1-3-1.
He was banged up, but last year, the record is 60% or so from 3, so he really can shoot it.
Look out. This guy, like I said, can fill it in a hurry, this time off the front of the iron. batted around a little bit. Controlled by Newsom. Right back it comes now to Vega. Walker in there starting in place of Jules Tucker tonight, who averages 12 points a game. Tucker with a finger infection this evening. Inside to Newsom. Newsom, good job of establishing. Can't quite get up and use the glass there.
Got to get feet in a little better position.
Baker back with the basketball. Geidinger being guarded by Newsom. Geidinger's going to take Newsom to the basket. Hard move in there, and a nice job by James Jackson, who's through for 2.
Big bonus getting that from Jackson. He's their defensive stopper. He usually plays their best player.
So Central up 7-5 here in the early going. 5:31 to go in the first quarter. 1-3-1 again at the half now. There it is, the freshman. And I'll tell you what, give him a chance. Davion Lidner can knock it in a hurry. He's got a 2-3 so far for York High, and they go back on top by 1.
Trying to up the tempo a little bit, but they're not finding the shooters.
Geidner maybe with a little bit of a quick shot that time. Yanked down by Lidner, who gets it going. York High will try to run, but they don't get sloppy at the end too much.
You can see they have some discipline.
They love to run pick and rolls right and left. You'll see that a lot tonight. Constant guard pick and roll with a forward usually. You'll see them come over here. They look for it all the time. First they look for the roller, then they'll look to reverse it. They don't do much weak side cutting at all. And there again you see Newsom doing the roll, and they'll give it a quick look. Look at Vega. I mean, I'll tell you what, this kid can fill it in a hurry. Vega, 11-7.
He's accounted for all their points. He's got 3 buckets and an assist.
And Central's trying to switch everything, and they're finding them.
Yeah, that guy's setting his feet. You got to move him off that spot, don't you, Coach?
Yeah. You got to make sure you know who you're guarding if you're going to switch.
Here's Dodson. Good move. Nice
Great
block up there. Good job that time by Kamari Gonzalez. Here we go again. He's wide open. This one a little bit flat. Good follow, though, by Newsom as he runs down the court. Newsom with a good stick back.
You're going to have to put a body on him. You were talking about him early. Just a big, strong kid.
What do they all say, Coach? Here's another 3. Man, everybody's feeling it tonight.
Wow.
Baker from outside brings Central back, 13-10. York High leads it. I was saying, you know, didn't you always tell your players, guys shooting the ball, concentrate and make it, everybody else think he's going to miss and foul for the offensive glass, right?
Everybody go. Everybody go. Think miss.
There's a pick and roll. You'll see it both sides. It's all they run. Pick and roll and then a little motion through. Good overplay right there on Lidner. There's the delayed pick and roll. Newsom trying to make his move. Newsom, nice move by the big guy inside, and Newsom scores.
Wow. That one was nice balance. Really turned to his left shoulder. Nice little right hook.
Here's Natal.
Oh.
Natal, good head and shoulders. Taking Natal up and in.
We're in for one tonight here, guys. We got
Hey,
some.
The young kids are showing up, right? The freshman Natal.
Absolutely. There's no fear in these kids.
Got Lidner with a 3 so far, a freshman on the other side. Underclassmen are here to play tonight.
Know their roles.
Yeah, they really do. You saw that time Walker thinking about it just for a second, and then said, I'm supposed to pass it. Off the front of the iron this time for Lidner. Rebounded by Natal. Natal top of the key again, and woo! Get out of town.
Wow.
Natal is here.
Wow.
A 3. Natal's got 7 in this one, and down by 1 now. 15-14, 2:36 to go here in a fast-played first quarter. Talk about a quarter that has some rhythm to it. Here's Newsom, going to drive the handoff. Nice defense that time by Ethan Dodson. Natal has it blocked by Newsom on the other end, and Newsom loses it out of bounds. Boy, I like Natal.
Yeah.
He's very smooth. You know, he kind of glides down the floor, doesn't he?
Yeah, it seems when they break, both teams really have a bunch of handlers, kids that can put it on the floor.
You're going to get a foul before here. It was a grab that time by York High, and I think it's going to be called on number 2, Amaj Walker. That'll be his second foul.
Used to be a lot of designation and positions. That was the thing, and it seems like more and more kids have this skill to be able to handle, shoot, pass.
Dotson is out of the game now. And in there for him is Sexton Suchanek, another freshman, by the way. Geidinger looking to make a one-on-one move right here. Tough move by Geidinger. Newsom bats it around. Vitale's on it. He won't get it. Newsom's on again. Loose ball on the floor, and I think you're going to get a jump ball called right here. And the ball will belong to York High. 1:56 to go here in the first quarter. Pat Flannery with you, former head coach at Bucknell, national championship coach with Lebanon Valley College back in, what, 94, coach? It's been a while now, hasn't it?
You got it. Back in is the optimal word. Back in the day.
Jeff Thompson was a head men's coach over at Mechanicsburg, and he was the head girls coach, had Trinity in a state championship the 1 year. So, all kinds of luminaries up here tonight, guys.
We are luminaries.
See, there's another 50-cent word there for you tonight. There's the 1-3-1. You attack this with a 2-1-2. They're trying to get Vega open in a crease. Got Lidner on the other side, who's wide open. Want to get it back to him. From the corner. Not going to go. Batted around again. Finally picked off by Matthew Parker, another freshman in there. Ooh. Vega's going to hit for the foul here. And for Vega, that's going to be his first. It'll be a team third. No foul so far on Central here in the early going. And at the line is Saxton Suchanek.
Suchanek and Parker as freshmen. Don't they look good-sized young men? Look like they've played a little bit. And
6'3" for Suchanek, 6'3" for Parker.
Nice to be able to bring them off the bench.
So Suchanek at the line here and rattles it off the front. He'll get a second one.
Coach Hoke was a Moravian Greyhound when I was with the Dutchman.
And here is Messiah Dockery Greer, who just got in there. He is a senior, 6'1", wears number 24.
It's the first trip to the foul line for either team.
So second one is up, 1 out of 2 for Suchanek, and tie game here with 1:26 to go in the first quarter, and back in the 1-3-1 goes Central.
And I really don't think the defense was that bad, guys. I thought the offense, they moved the ball and they looked for each other. Really unselfish.
Yeah, teams are all very well coached. Here's Newsom. And Newsom went up with it. I don't think he was quite sure what he wanted to do with it, Coach.
Yeah, we say catch it first, right? Get it before you want to do something with it.
And then hold it high and keep it strong.
Yep.
I think he wanted to go up and tap that in, a little alley-oop play, and he kind of got in between thoughts. Jacoby Baker back in there now with Geidinger. Geidinger hailing the basketball at 6'7". Like I said, in every big guy's heart there lurks a point guard, right?
Well, he can do it.
Finds Parker at the top of the key. You know they want to end up with Geidinger having it in his hands right here. And here he is. He's in the middle, one-on-one against Newsom. And there's Geidinger. Nice pass back and forth, and Geidinger finishes it off.
Yeah. Dotson, beautiful look. He's a key.
Geidinger with 5 here in the first quarter. 2-point lead for Central, under a minute to play at 39 seconds. I'll tell you, this defense, you think there'd be a lot of gaps in it, but they're not getting in the hands of the shooters right now. Here's one shooter standing out there wide open. But he got away with a walk right there and picked off. Dotson. Down to 22 seconds right now. Hard move to the basket, not going to go. Yanked down there by Chevelle Jones, rather. 14 seconds to play now. York High with the basketball, down 2.
Last shot.
I think guys always wait too long in this. Here goes Vega.
Yeah.
Vega's going to try to pull up here and just didn't get the right angle, and that's going to end it. The first quarter in the books, 17-15. The Panthers lead it. All here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3. Back for the second quarter right after this.
If you're looking for a quality used vehicle at a great price,
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford has the best pre-owned inventory, not to mention the best hometown buying experience in all of Harrisburg. With our market-driven pricing, you can be sure you're always getting the best deal. Plus, we'll give you top dollar for your trade. And you know who's got Harrisburg's best deals.
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newly relocated dealership, Jack Giambavo Mazda. The Giambavo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambavo.com.
And welcome back to Central York High School. 17-15, Central up the first quarter. Let's turn to Jeff Thompson. Jeff, first quarter numbers and what you saw there.
Well, what I saw was Cesar Vega lighten it up early, and Central York went to a 1-3-1 to hold him down, and they did a pretty good job. But I think you got to give credit to the kiddie core of Central York. They've got 12 of the 17 points, those 9th graders.
Heidinger blocked there at the basket. Great point, though, too. A lot of freshmen coming off there and really kind of holding their own. A great point Jeff Thompson made right there, Pat, that, you know, you get those young guys in, you're getting them playing experience right now and really building for the future.
Well, you can see the confidence the coach has in these young kids, so they've already been through 10, 11 games.
Great dump off there inside again. I'll tell you what, this kid Jacoby Baker is a good distributor of the basketball as he's going to find Dotson. Dotson going up for 2 will be fouled on the play, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Well, they have five kids that really can handle. What I've really enjoyed about this is we overuse it sometimes, but IQ in basketball, it's for kids that play a lot of basketball. That's when you usually use that word. And both of these teams have been very impressed with what they see the floor. They both coaches said going up and down, but they both have really a good feel for what they're trying to do.
Remember, too, these 2 teams are having a tough year. So, I mean, This is the kind of basketball you see night in and night out here in the York Area League. Good, smart basketball.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, big game tonight, Red Lion down at New Oxford. Red Lion undefeated in the league. They're leading Division I. New guy into the game here. Keep your eye on David Ward, another freshman here for York High. He's handling the ball right now. He's got some game. Loses it there.
A little pressure by the senior.
Senior says, not in my house. Jacoby Baker puts a little heat on the freshman and teaches him a lesson. There you see Clovis Gallen, a longtime coach down at York High. Here's Baker handling against Vega. Goes by Ward. Baker again. Baker is up, not going to get it. Newsom with the rebound.
Tough shot.
Central back this time into that man-to-man.
They put Jackson on him now. Jackson's known as their stopper. Let's see here.
And Vega not quite getting the chance to set his feet the way he was to start the game.
A little rushed.
Here's Geidinger. Geidinger shows the ball. Kicks it off to Dotson. Dotson off the front of the iron. Pulled down by Lidner. And Lidner, the freshman, trying to run with it.
Tell you, Dotson makes those shots, guys. He's one of the most complete players on the floor. He does a lot of things.
See the interaction between Lidner and Coach Gallen tonight. Coach Gallen really working hard, teaching the freshmen how to play, and there he was in traffic, and he's pointing to his head saying, okay, slow it down a little bit, look around, you got other teammates. Fun to watch teaching these young guys.
Yeah, you have to keep the spirit, keep the heart, and at the same time, you got to be a teacher.
And at the same time, keep the leash rather short. You know they're going to make mistakes. There's that pick and roll again. Inside it goes. Oh, Chevelle Jones showing you a little something inside. How about that?
Said I got a mismatch.
And that was actually Dockery Greer in on that one.
Woo. Yeah, that was Messiah Greer on the one end and coming right back at the other end.
Ben Natal.
Young Ben Natal.
Hey, I like Ben Natal a lot. He's got 10 points already in this game, the freshman.
No hesitation.
Here's that 1-3-1 again. And there's Ward. Ward a little bit off the mark. Newsom with another rebound. Newsom always around the glass. Lidner to Newsom. Newsom inside. Newsom can't make it go. And there's Natal with a rebound. And then a foul in the backcourt. It's going to be on Messiah Dockery Greer. That'll be his first. That'll be the team 5th. Really fun watching these kind of games this point in the season where you have a lot of freshmen and sophomores playing, and you're seeing these kids growing up right now at different points in the season, Jeff Thompson. I think that's really a fun thing to watch.
Well, it's a work in progress. And as you said, the teams were struggling early, but I see a lot of good things out there happening out there.
Well, you know, these teams are going to be back. They're going to be good every year. Here's a 1-3-1 on the other side by York High. Cal back out. A tough shot there, maybe one of the few shots off balance. Here comes Vega. Vega's going to challenge Geidinger. Geidinger wins. Vega tried to shield it away from Geidinger. Geidinger used his body well. Up and in on the other end. Very quick conversion by James Jackson. And we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. 23-17. The Panthers lead it. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Archie Smith, our speed and agility expert.
The block jumping drill is meant to develop the fast twitch jumping muscles in a young player's legs. This drill forces a player to jump constantly and should be fast-paced while clearing the block every time. Players will develop explosive jumping skills doing this, and it trains a player's body to jump quicker and have the endurance needed to jump in game situations.
The block jumping drill is one fundamental a player will learn in my class.
Welcome back, Central York High School. 5:31 to go to the half, and don't forget the halftime. We'll have the Jack T. and Belleville halftime report. Have the Capital Region Insurance and AT&T halftime stats, our Advanced Hoops first half highlights, and we'll also have a special interview with Charlie Fortney and Tom Couch from Jack G. and Belleville. So a lot going on at the half, and of course expert analysis from Jeff Thompson and Pat Flannery. I mean, it's almost too much to get into a halftime, frankly. We're back here again. 1-3-1 continues. They pick it up kind of three-quarter, then drop it off a little bit to Central. Monfort White into the game now. Again, that 1-3-1, Jeff Thompson, you said it, has really bothered him. Natal up in. Natal left hand. Natal does not look like a freshman the way he plays.
No, and out front of that 1-3-1, guys, again, I keep repeating it, but that Dotson does more things than you realize. He gets his hands on everything out there.
Well, all three in the front line to get their hands involved.
Vegas with the second foul. It'll be the team 6 now, 6-1 in the foul department. York High, unfortunately, up in that number if you look at their side, as Natal's going to miss his first free throw attempt tonight. Here they come again. They're changing up different places where they attack with this 1-3-1 right now. I think it's really throwing York High off.
They're really trying to take the ball out of Vegas' hands.
They've done a good job of it. What's interesting, too, on the spacing is they're making it really tough to pass over high hands. Geidinger double team, kicks it back out, short on the three. And the rebound taken down by Monfort White. I think if Monfort White gets the rebound, you probably don't try to take it away from him.
Yeah, you're asking for trouble.
He just stood there like a rock and said, what hit me there, a fly?
Isn't it amazing in the game, anytime the ball goes inside out, usually good things happen. You know, I think every coach in the country would tell you that, but to get them to do that.
There you see Jeff Hoke, outstanding player when he played at Trinity. Had a chance to see him in an Eastern Final game. And there again, the pass is just being taken away. They're not creating good passing angles.
They're not very active in the middle.
Look out, Natal has been hot. This one, air ball. Taken down by Jones, another rare pass. Vega's got it. Vega's going to try to get up. Vega has a block from behind by another of those freshmen. Saxton Suchanek running the court, blocked Vega as he tried to go in for the layup. Central has laid the hammer down with their defense here.
Well, they've created 8 turnovers, and they've only turned the ball over once. Huge stat right there.
8 turnovers here in the first half, and Central having their way as Newsom's back into the game, and White will check out.
Another interesting stat when you say that, we mentioned you created 8, and that's a lot different than if you give 8 turnovers. They have created it with their hands and their feet and their movement.
Give credit right now to Jacoby Baker, who is in the face of Jasir Vega. No room for Vega to shoot the 3, and that's where he's most effective.
I think I remember Coach Hoke handling the basketball like that, even though he's yelling about the palming.
York High a little bit more of a motion set right now than that pick and roll they've been running. Here's Lidner. Lidner will try to make stuff happen. Look at the defense, though. 5 seconds called on Lidner. There's nowhere to go with the basketball. So the ball goes back over, and Dotson will handle it here as Vega comes up to play against Jacoby Baker. all Central's way so far as Geidinger misses it. Pulled down by Walker. Walker ahead to Vega. Vega will look to reset it here. And Vega with a tough bucket that time as he got up over Geidinger with a deuce.
Big.
Vega with 10 points. He stopped the bleeding here, cuts it back to 6 with 3:23 to go in the half. And Vega at the line. He's a 77% free throw shooter on the year. Geidinger is going to be called for the foul to be his first. Only the team third against Central here in the first half. Vega with a really solid stroke, the 5'10" junior. And finishes off the three-point play the tough way, and York High needed that at that point. They close it back to 5.
And that's their first trip to the free throw line, too. Much needed, as you said.
He's not going to allow Jasir to sit very long there, I don't think.
No, I think Jasir is going to be in there very quickly. He is the heart and soul of that team tonight. One of the guys, and we don't want to belabor it, Jules Tucker, as we said, a 5'11" sophomore, is at third guard in this normally triumvirate. Very quick. Played very well the other day against Harrisburg High. York High that 1-3-1 now. There's the towel, blocked away at the end by Newsom, but it'll stay with Central underneath their own basket.
One more dribble of jump stop, and you get up a little stronger. He'll learn.
The backside Geidinger was wide open for a moment, and now he's wide open again for the tip back on the missed shot. And Geidinger in for 2 more. Geidinger now with 7 points in the game. So here they come again, this time three-quarter court, and they throw it away again one more time. Lindner with a toss away, lots of turnovers continuing on. Great pull-up, great control. Jacoby Baker with the deuce. 2:48 to go, a 9-point lead, biggest lead of the night for Central. We'll take a break, we'll come right back. This is High School Sports Live TV.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
And welcome back to York, Central York, that is, where Central York leads at 29-20 with 2:48 to go here in the first half. And Pat, when you're attacking that 1-3-1, they're showing different attack points, three-quarter, half-court, and so forth. But what you're not seeing here is good movement in the middle, and you really need to have 3 near outlets, and they're not getting that right now as York High.
Yeah, they have the big kid in the middle, Giddinger, and he's taking up so much there that there's nobody occupying him. So that allows the guards out front to really be able to pressure the ball. Look how long the towel is in throw-in Dotson, and now the young freshman here, 30, also in there. That's a tough throw over.
14-5 since 1:23 of the first quarter when it was tied 15-15. So Central on a pretty good run right here with 2:48 to go to the half. We'll have our Jack Giambalvo halftime report coming up. And also our interview with Charlie Forty and Tom Couch from Jack Giambalvo.
This is what Jimmy Walker did when Mr. Hoke played.
There's Vega wide open. And he's being rushed a little bit more now to take that 3. Not getting a chance to set and take it under his own rhythm.
There you go.
Again, it's over the top. How about that? And then the missed layup. You got it wide open that Amaj Walker couldn't make it count, and Central gets it back again, looking to stretch the lead to double figures. You can see how Central's been in a lot of games, a lot of close games they've lost. They are very, very tough.
Yeah.
As you see Baker again up and in. Baker with 7 points here in the first half.
Yeah, and Baker's playing the back of this 1-3-1. This is the old 1-3-1 where you run sideline to sideline, put your bigs out front.
Put your quickest guy in the back there and chase, but they got the mismatch, they get it to Newsom.
Every time you throw that lollipop, they're able to recover.
Well, they finally got up, but can't get it home with Jones again. Jones had a bunny, and Dockery Greer rather, had a bunny there, and he just missed it on that side. And I think Newsom's going to get hit for the foul. It'll be his first, and we'll walk it down to the other end.
Yeah, anytime there's so much air in the ball, side to side, right, guys, it gives the defense a chance to recover. Something's going to have to go middle out, middle in.
Geidinger with his first trip to the line tonight. Geidinger, 6'7", sophomore.
Boy, and he is long.
Up and in for Geidinger. Geidinger now with 8 points on the night.
He's going to have to learn to get that ball with two hands, though. He's so used to, he's so long. He rebounds with one hand.
Second shot up and good from Geidinger.
Talented.
He does a lot of things well.
9 points for Geidinger in this one. Now here again, the pickup point, the 1-3-1. This time, again, down at three-quarter. Really forces you to be patient. And that guard has to stay back a step, don't they, Coach?
Yeah. Wow.
You always want your guard back one step.
Nice look.
What a great pass from Vega, but now it's going to be thrown out there, and Dotson's going to catch it. Dotson up strong, Dotson in. What a move by Dotson. Great steal, and then the score on the other end. He's got 3. Biggest lead of the night at 15 points now with 1:08 to go here in the first half. This 1-3-1 has just driven York High crazy. And again, the key here is the middle is being taken away. There's no action in the middle to come to the basketball, so the guards are just throwing big, long passes side to side. There's a look from the quarter. That one's not going to go off the hands of Febris. Blocked going up. Geidinger's going to foul it. Geidinger in is the follow-up. Geidinger with 11 points here in the first half. 40 seconds to go. 17-point lead right now for Central. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. 40 seconds to go here in the first half on High School Sports Live TV.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Erie Insurance.
And welcome back to Central York High School. As there you see some of the fans saying pretty happy for the Panthers so far in this cat fight, as the Panthers have clawed their way out to a 17-point lead here, 37-20. Just 40.2 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And that 1-3-1, the way they play it, just halving in lanes and so forth, Coach, not always closing and trapping, has really made the defense or the offense, it's really hard because you're throwing slow passes everywhere you look.
Yeah, well, they're causing the offense to just have to make decisions. It's not even a hard trap.
They're just not even able to really handle the basketball right now. 12-0 run here in the last 2:35 by Central to jet out to this 17-point ball. 23.2 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, I've been there where Coach Gallen's been, and he's used his timeouts really smart. He keeps having to get him to talk to him, and their plan is going out, and he's had to sub some kids, and every time you sub one against that, you have to be able to attack it. And
Dotson not able to get it. Vega with the rebound. Vega gets out. He's got some numbers with him. 3-2. Kisses it off. Gets Lidner, and Lidner finds a way to kind of scrape it in there off the back of the glass. He's got 5 points in the game. 37-22, under 10 to play. Baker again. Boy, Baker's been rock solid in the first half, hasn't he? Woo. Another deuce. He's got 9 points. Ticks down to 1. 39-22 at the half. Central has jumped out to a big lead here with a 22-7 run in the second quarter. We're going to head to a big interview here with Charlie Fortney and Tom Couch from Jack Gianvalvo, and then we'll bring you our Jack Gianvalvo halftime report featuring our Capital Region Insurance Agency and AT&T halftime stats and our Advanced Hoops first half highlights. 39-22, the Panthers lead it at the half. It's High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
I'm excited to be here with Tom Couch, the Vice President for the Jack Gianvalvo family of dealerships. Tom, you and your staff have served this community in so many ways over the years. High School Sports Live thanks you for being a part of what we do, but you served the York area community a lot longer than just us. Talk about how excited you guys are to keep this tradition going.
You know, Jack Gianvalvo started the business in the early 70s, and you know, he was born and raised in York, and this is where he wanted to start his company and grow it, and he's done a fabulous job with it. And you know, we have 10 different franchises in 4 locations, so we've grown to a point where Jack has always wanted to make sure, and his son John, to give back to the community. And so we look at High School Sports Live as an opportunity to give back and also have an awareness to our company with the young kids today.
The new Mazda dealership is, man, this is state of the art. Not only are you selling cars out of here, but you're giving people in the community job opportunities. Talk about the uniqueness of the job opportunities. It's the VOTEC kid at high school, it's the college graduate. Talk about those opportunities.
You know, in the world we live in today, it's tough being a young person today, and we realize that. And so some of the involvement areas that we focus on is, for example, the trade schools. And with the younger kids with VOTEC, they have an opportunity to learn a trade. So for example, in our service department, being a technician, the days of just replacing spark plugs, filters, no, now it's very technologically advanced with computer skills. So we're involved with the kids from the VOTEC side with learning a trade of being a technician, and then also from the business side, if young people love cars and they've always been around cars and they just can see themselves, you know, having a career, being a salesperson can be very lucrative, and also you get to meet a lot of great people because everybody buys a car.
Now you guys have also been creatively having to put people in cars. It's not just the new car, it's the used car, it's the max dollars on trade-ins. Talk about that, Tom. What does that look like right now for people in general?
Yeah, the supply chain issue we have in our world today affects us also, but what we try to do to be transparent with the customer is every car that we have committed from the factory to build, we have that on our website so people can come see what we have coming in. So we may not have 200 cars on ground right now, but there's availability for people to match their needs from new and used cars.
That's awesome.
I've been playing football for 4 years, since my freshman year in high school. My plans are to attend Penn State University and play football. Our trainers from OSS helped us prevent injuries by shaping us, wrapping us. They've always been there at practices and games, and they were always there when they were called upon.
OSS Health. Extraordinary care. Extraordinary athletes.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Duke McCamey, our post-training expert.
The Mikan drill is a foundational drill that I teach all young players that sign up for my class. This drill teaches players to finish around the basket while using proper footwork. It's important for players to use the right hand on the right side and the left hand on the left side. I teach players to shuffle their feet and get low while exploding into the layup. Squaring feet and squaring shoulders is the key to consistency and timing around the basket. The Mikan drill is a foundational drill for every young player to learn in my class.
Are you ready for the sports season? The licensed clinical experts at Select Physical Therapy are. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury keep you from watching your favorite team compete or participating in your favorite activities. Trust our physical therapists to help you feel better, faster, and to get you back to the things you love. With many convenient locations throughout the community, Select is here to help you heal. To schedule an appointment today, go to selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
CCA field trips make learning come alive.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor, featuring Case Construction, paves the way for your project from start to finish. With 6 locations, Groff Tractor is always nearby your equipment needs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
The Jet Giambalvo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Genesis of York, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover, and our newly relocated dealership, Jack Giambalvo Mazda. The Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale, Giambalvo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
Welcome back to Central York High School. It's a Jack Giambalvo halftime report. Gary Sutton, Pat Flannery, and Jeff Thompson with you up here on the deck. And guys, to say that the Panthers declawed the Bearcats in the first half would be an understatement. I mean, they really came out in the second quarter, 22-7 run in the second quarter, and they jetted out to this 39-22 halftime lead. Jeff, what did you see in the first half?
Well, York had Jasir Vega early. He scored 11 for the half. But Coach Hoke, like his father, Don, he made the adjustment, went 1-3-1, opened the game up actually for the 2 youngsters. They created 12 turnovers, and they only had 1 turnover, and that was a big part of the game. And when they got in the open court, Geidinger and Natal, they're so long, and they can finish. It was game over, really, in the first half. I hope that York can come back and figure out that 1-3-1.
Yeah, the 1-3-1 was certainly the change of the first half here, Coach Flannery. What did you see?
Well, what happened is they feeling each other out. They played before. They were hitting jumpers, open jumpers real early. And Central went from the man-to-man where they were getting some looks and penetration. They said, let's stop the penetration. And that's what they did with their defense. But what it really created is open up the floor, because those deflections allowed Central York to get their running game going. And, again, I've been very impressed with Dodson and Baker. And these kids put it on the floor, but the big kid's the real deal. Budinger, I'm sorry. He really... I've seen him in the summer, but he's really impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, the Geidinger kid is really very good. Let's take a look at our Capital Region Insurance and AT&T halftime highlights right here, and we'll go to those right now. And our advanced hoop halftime highlights, rather, and take a look. Here's Geidinger. We talked about him, and finish off on the inside by Natal. He was very impressed with the first half, guys.
Yeah, Natal. He looks like, you know, he's a thin young man, but as you play along, he's strong enough to finish.
There's Geidinger showing you what he could do downtown, Jeff Thompson.
Right, he had impact on the first 2 plays.
And you see him coming right back here again and getting a finish off the inside for Central. There's that 1-3-1 that caused such problems. There's a good look by Lidner from the far side, the freshman, with one of the rare shots they got against it. And then on the other side, you see Vega, who could fill up when you give him a chance to get those feet set.
And the ball kept getting higher and higher, guys, against that 1-3-1. They just kept putting on more pressure, and they didn't get their same shots.
The guy Newsom around the basket, and then outside for Central, and he played a great first half. Jacoby Baker had 9 points. And then back inside, and nice move by Newsom in there for York High. 4 points in the first half.
That's a nice step through, isn't it, by Natal, by a 9th grader?
Yeah.
Up and under there, and the freshman in, and it's 39-22 at the half. Let's take a look right now at our Capital Region Insurance Agency and AT&T halftime stats. And what jumps out at you there, guys?
12-1.
Yeah, 12-1 in turnovers, huge number. Obviously, 3 points so far. Central, very, very economical with that. 4 out of 6 from the 3-point line, not bad.
Yeah, their purpose on offense, I thought, was outstanding. Maybe it was Coach had their attention from the last game, but I thought they took some great shots. Got a little loose a couple times, but that's why we noticed it, because they were so good the other times with the ball.
Scoring for Central, Baker with 9, Jackson with 4, Dotson with 3, 11 for Geidinger. He led all score. Actually, did not lead all scores there. Natal had 12 and 1 for Matthew Parker. On the other side, 11 for Vega in the first half, 4 for Newsom, 5 for Lidner, and 2 for Messiah Dockery Greer, and that was a scoring for the Bearcats as they start second half. And they're going to see that 1-3-1 again, so they're going to get a chance to see what they talked about in the locker room right away. You really want to try to spread again just to get something that looked like they're going to the baseline. They got 2 men down there, and they get a nice look inside to Newsom.
Yeah, they really overloaded it, but put their guards in a tough spot there.
And look at the move by Geidinger. Man, he just kind of floats through there. Geidinger with 13 points in the evening.
2 steps, he was on the rim.
Only a sophomore. Vega, nice move through, and Vega up and under, so Vega attacks the seam this time.
They're trying to screen the high guy in this. It's interesting.
So they're attacking it a little bit differently here in the second half, and so far they've had some decent luck. There's Baker again, pulling up off the front of the iron. Pulled down again by the guy you like tonight, Dotson. Here's Vega out ahead, and Vega gets on down the court and receives it, has 15 points in the game, and York High has it back to 13. Here's another steal by the Bearcats, coming at it right now. And Lidner's going to get called jump ball right here.
Yeah. They're going to deny Baker. They're just going to try to up the tempo. They're face guarding Baker and making somebody else handle the basketball. In this case, I think Dotson and Jackson and Dodson are more than able. Complete face guard for Jackson.
York High trying to really turn it up. Look at the towel. Up and under. Boy, this kid can really play.
That's why those 2 driving lanes were open the last 2 possessions, because they're face guarding, and that's going to open up the floor.
14 for Natal now. As York High looking to screen a little bit more there. Get a look, and you're going to get a foul called against York High, offensive foul. Foul will be marked up on, looks like it's going to be Newsom. Newsom will get his second foul called on him. First team foul of the second half. And a foul called on the other end. So turnabout is fair play here. As Central called on the other end for the foul. That one on Natal. That's his first of the night, first of the team in the second half. 6:16 to play in the third quarter. 15-point lead right here for the Panthers of Central.
They're really trying to attack out front here so Dotson can't get his hands on stuff.
Lidner got his man open on the side. Problem right now is you have a guy that isn't their best shooter shooting the basketball.
Right.
Newsom stays alive. I've really been impressed with Newsom tonight, staying alive on the glass.
Yeah.
Newsom with 8 points in the game. Speaking of attack, how about this? And Natal is taken down either by Newsom or number 5, Gonzalez. Take your pick.
Trying to take them out of their patterns, and they've done that by taking the ball out of Baker's hands a little bit. It's really caused Central to rush a little bit. A couple strong baskets, but a couple turnovers too.
So 5:42 to go. Here's Natal at the line. First time there tonight, and he's off the front of the iron. Make the second time tonight. He's off the front of the iron. He's 0 for 2.
Guys, it's really interesting the way they're attacking this 1-3-1 by screening the point. What it's doing, it's causing the back people to have to play 3-on-2. And they've gotten a couple good looks out of this.
Yeah, they really have. It's an interesting way of attacking. I've never seen anybody quite do it this way. Look at this, just coming up the floor and almost playing defense on the defensive player.
Yeah, it's not giving Dotson that free reign.
And then underneath, the screener goes down and drops in, and he gets a nice look.
Yeah. Yep. Real nice look.
It's almost like a moving screen coming down the floor, but it's not quite. But it's almost like a defender playing a defender.
Yeah, I think the size of York's guards out front with Dotson on that side-to-side caused so much trouble for Coach Gallen that they went to that, and now they're getting some things going towards the basket.
Gonzalez only a 29% shooter on the season. That's only his 8th trip to the line now. As back into the game, another one of those freshmen, Saxton Suchanik, will step in there for Central. Here's a second look from Gonzalez. And that one looked like a pretty good stroke that time. So 1 out of 2 for Gonzalez. He's in the book now. And they've cut it back to 13 again. They haven't been able to get it to 11 yet here in the half. York High has sped up Central's offense, so as you said, Coach. Natal.
Changed up a little bit there.
You know, Central not in that same rhythm in half court now. They've taken them out of their rhythm, and they're making them play a little faster than maybe they want to play.
Yep.
Giving them a taste of their own medicine is what they're doing.
All starts with Baker.
So the foul will be called, or make that a timeout rather. That's Clovis Gallen with a timeout. We'll take one as well. 44-31, Central leads it. Lots of time to go in this one. 5:15 in the third quarter. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Duke McCamey, our post-training expert.
The Mikan drill is a foundational drill that I teach all young players that sign up for my class. This drill teaches players to finish around the basket while using proper footwork. It's important for players to use the right hand on the right side and the left hand on the left side. I teach players to shuffle their feet and get low while exploding into the layup. Squaring feet and squaring shoulders is the key to consistency and timing around the basket. The Mikan drill is a foundational drill for every young player to learn in my class.
Central York with the basketball right now. They took the lead 17-15 in 45 seconds of the first quarter. They've had it ever since. York High's last lead was at 15-14 at 2:22 of the first quarter, so it's been a long time since they smelled the lead, but they're making a little progress here in this quarter so far, Coach Flannery.
Yeah, they had to do something to get them off their rhythm a little bit because this game was getting away, and they certainly have. And they got to make a couple baskets at this end. Missed them peepers.
And here again is that screen. He's going side to side the screen. And then this time he's going to be the middle of the wheel. And Vega's going to get called for the travel.
The key is not to let the point guard get that close on the trap. As long as they do that, they're getting it side to side.
Almost seems like if you did that little move there, maybe release a little bit quicker too in the middle, you're going to get a little bit more action as far as being able to outlet. Yeah. Look at that move to the basket. I'll tell you what, Baker has just been so smooth all night long. He's got 11 points in this one.
Well, they took it out of his hands, and once he gets a hold of it, he's so excited to get it, and there's nobody that's going to keep him from the basket. There again.
Now there you got the opposite look. And now you get the corner shot, but again, you don't have the guys taking it maybe you want. But this time, yeah, Sammy Fibra says, I can make that shot, Coach. Fibra's with a big three here for the Bearcats.
Senior, 5'6".
1-2-1-1 coming back. Here's Natal again with a move. Blocked by Newsom. York High needs to get it in the hands of a guard here. And do. They finally get it to Vega.
Got her back to man.
So they got him out of that 1-3-1 at least for a little bit off the miss. And I'll tell you what, they're playing some pretty good man right here. Tough pass to the corner. Gonzalez has it. Looking for Lidner. Lidner looking to make the move. Underneath it goes to Gonzalez, nice, and Lidner gets it there. Gonzalez can't finalize it, and it's taken down by Suchanek. York High gets it back right away. York High has made Central be a little sloppier here. Here's Lidner again. Lidner misses everything. Maybe a little quick on the three. Look out. Baker again, and Baker just rock solid coming down the floor. Man, is he smooth in the open court.
Wow.
Got 13 points on the night, and Baker has been really the manager of that club.
Misses and makes. It looks like they're going to the 1-3-1 on it. It's really keeping them off balance.
Problem is they're still not getting any free shots for their good guards, and they're getting mistakes because they're getting in between themselves here.
It's too big if they're letting them trap him on the ball. Too big to throw over the top. Still have a little trouble with that 1-3-1.
Yep.
Not coming to the ball in the middle, but.
Gonzalez steps out, and Maj Walker back in for him.
Kind of interesting. When they went man-to-man, they put in the towel.
This half, York High with 2 turnovers, Central with 5 so far. 3:14 to go here in the third quarter. 48-34. York High's gotten it within hailing distance off the front of the iron again. And shots being taken a little quicker by Central now. They're not in any kind of offensive flow.
Well, I think Jackson was so happy about, or Parker was so happy about being in the game. He let one rip pretty quick. I'm not sure Coach liked it, but boy, what a, again, good-looking young player. He didn't get a lot of time in the first half, but I was really impressed by him.
There's Lidner. I always get the impression Lidner wants something to happen. We'll take a look. He says, how about here? Instead, it's going to be Newsom, and Newsom up and in. Newsom doing some really good blue-collar work tonight. 10 points in the game for the big guy.
The magical under 10.
Well,
you got to get.
Bull going to the basket was Matthew Parker. Can't get it to go. And York High has a chance to get it back to 10. Gets to the corner. Is that going to go? Not this time, but there's Newsom again. Newsom controlling the boards right now. Newsom back up. Can't get it to go. Lidner had his hands on it for a second. It'll be tipped out of bounds off of Matthew Parker.
Nice piece of rebounding.
Rather, Saxon Suchanek.
Newsom's really getting after the ball right now.
Here's Dotson into Lidner. Lidner underneath it goes to Newsom again, and Newsom just can't handle it. And there again, you can see the interchange there between Coach Gowan and Lidner. Working with a young freshman, talking to him about where to throw it to guys. And
same thing happened on Central's bench with Coach Hoke and the young man Parker after that quick shot. But he's going to be a good one.
6 offensive rebounds in the game so far, and 5 of them belong to Newsom as far as York High's concerned. Corner, guiding her, quick shot again. And you don't foul the three-point shooter, do you? Ever.
No.
Newsom was out there. They got Geidinger to take the quick shot, which they wanted, and then Newsom fouled him right afterward. And
it's where that scouting report jumps in and you say, oh, baby, I left somebody free that can make this overreact a little bit. But contested.
For Newsom, that's his 3rd foul, so that's a big one. Here's Geidinger at the line. Geidinger on the season, pretty good free throw shooter, and he's 3 out of 3 there tonight.
Let's see if he got him a little bit or got him a lot. If he makes these next 2, he got him a lot. If he misses one, or maybe got him a little. Oh, now we got the tiebreaker. See if he really, how bad he got him.
So he's got to back up to 13 here. Here's Newsom back in, carrying 3 fouls, so it's going to be interesting if they'll attack Newsom. A little flat on that last release from Geidinger. A little bit more lift right there.
Big stretch in his guys, right? That 10's magic.
15 points in the game now for Geidinger. And look at now, they're going to tuck right at half court. They're really. There you go. You got Lidner. Lidner kicks it off. Hard move to the basket by Amaj Walker, and he's going to get fouled on the play. Walker heading to the line, 54% free throw shooter. As the foul will be marked up on Central, it'll be against Ethan Dotson. That'll be his 2nd. And a team 3rd. Both teams with 3 team fouls here in the second half. 1:43 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Big skip pass and penetration, right? Open the floor. Initially, instead of holding that ball, skipped it right away. You got to make them. Got to make your free throws on the road coming back.
Walker getting a chance to start here tonight in place of Jules Tucker. By the way, don't forget they have Team Pennsylvania AAU tryouts coming up. You can go to teampahoops.com to check out dates. And coming up at the end of the game tonight, the Giant Foods post-game report, where we'll feature the Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game and discuss the Hopman Ford player of the game, as Walker gets ready for his 2nd free throw, important one here. And Walker again off, but a good rebound by Jones. And it's going to go off. It looked like it might have gone off the foot of Central, but an official doesn't see it that way. So 2 big missed free throws here that would have gotten it back down to 12 points. York High continuing to come with their own version of the pressure right now.
We've got Owen Hill in now.
Good job of breaking the press. Jacoby Baker, they're trying to get it out of his hands. There's Natal. He's got a good look from the corner. Not going to go. Followed up. That's not going to go either. Kick it back out. Baker with it again. Baker decides to bring it back out and reset things. Got a mismatch in speed out front right now against Jones. So the ball turned over there, and it's going to go back over to York High with 1:14 to go here in the 3rd quarter. A 14-point lead still in question right now.
Yeah.
York High's getting some opportunities, just not able to cash them in at the moment, Pat.
Yeah, they've had plenty of opportunities, and they've had some stops. I'm also glad to see they still have that 5-second count. I like that. Get rid of that early.
Lidner drawing 3 players right there. Now you got like non-shooters popping them from the corner. That's the problem that you have.
Good pass.
Look at Newsom, yeah. There it is. So Newsom continues to be the cleanup guy down there. He's now got 12 points on the night. Watch Baker. Baker again taking it a little quickly, not able to use the backboard here, and you're going to get a foul coming back. And the foul will be on Baker. A little frustration foul there.
Nice.
Baker with his first foul of the night. It'll be the team 4th against Central. So all of a sudden, York High getting a chance here to get back into this with 38.7 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, down only 12, and a chance to bring it under 10 here. Vega back into the game.
Keep Newsom near that basket.
Those long passes, people look at those Here's another look from the corner. That's not going to go. Jones trying to get the rebound.
Yeah.
Tapped out of bounds by Suchanek. But those long passes give the defense a chance to get underneath nice and easily every time.
Yeah.
Whenever you're in that 1-3-1, people don't realize that long pass is really a time builder for the defense.
Take the air out of that, and they'll be fine.
Here's Vega. Vega looks at it again.
Natal has been guarding him the last 4 minutes when they've been man-to-man. So imagine that the confidence you have in that young man and defensively to guard their best player.
Here's a pick and roll out in the wing there. You got to watch out for the 5-second call. Underneath to Newsom again. Newsom a little short this time. That was a big, big effort. Ball yanked down there by Suchanek, and that'll end the quarter. 50-38. York High makes a little ground up. We head to the fourth. It's 50-38. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
At Capital Blue Cross, there are more yeses and fewer nos. Protecting your health and making it easier so you can spend time on what makes you smile. Helping our communities, your families, your businesses, big and small. We have you covered, going the extra mile. It's what we do. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
If you're looking for a quality used vehicle at a great price,
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford has the best pre-owned inventory, not to mention the best hometown buying experience in all of Harrisburg. With our market-driven pricing, you can be sure you're always getting the best deal. Plus, we'll give you top dollar for your trade. And you know who's got Harrisburg's best deals?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, Colonial Park.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And welcome back to Central York High School as we head to the fourth quarter. 50-38 right now. The Panthers lead the Bearcats, and Jeff Thompson, your thoughts on the third?
Well, I thought York had a great third quarter. They upped the tempo, they got good pressure, they got shots. They just didn't finish as well as they have to if they want to come back and win this game.
Yeah, you got to take care of those opportunities they were getting to the foul line, some inside shots they missed, Coach Flannery, and that's really what you got to do.
Got a little more comfortable with what they were throwing at them, but they just didn't finish, as we're all saying. But at the same time, they're speeding them up a little bit. And I thought they reacted. They reacted to that by rushing a few.
Yeah, I thought they disrupted Central's offense pretty well there in the third quarter. Made Central take quicker shots than they were ready to take. Central now in a motion game at the moment. Just back cuts on the overplay. York overplaying. Central taking advantage of it. You can see right there what happens when Baker gets past you.
Yeah.
Foul's going to get marked up here on Amaj Walker. That'll be his third foul. It'll be the team fourth against York High. 7:36 in the fourth.
This is where watching so many of these high school games, this clock becomes so important because you get a team that takes a little time off of that, runs some stuff, you can be really, really effective.
There's a shot taken by Dodson, pulled down by Natal again. Look at Baker, look at things over. Great choices. Guidinger off weak side. There's your attack, taken away by York High for the moment, out of bounds off Central. It will remain with the Bearcats. 7:20 to go here. Talk about, Coach, about playing with the clock in college versus watching it here where you don't play with the clock in high school.
Oh, completely different standing on the sidelines if you're a coach or players because you know there's going to be so many possessions left. Right there, I wasn't sure whether Central was actually running some clock or running their offense, and then all of a sudden they broke free. So that's a great job in the high school game, but it's so different than in the college game.
You got Vega look right here. Vega gets off his spot, though, and that's exactly what they wanted to do with that defense. But there again, the big guy goes up. He doesn't get it, but finally tapped in there at the end by Amaj Walker, who stayed on the glass.
7 minutes, 10.
Down to 10 now. York High coming, and they've really made this game a much faster game, which is more helter-skelter here on the offense for Central. Central's in no rhythm at all right now. Here's a guy that's in some rhythm. How about Baker? Big answer.
He gets in those seams.
They really do have three legitimate scorers.
Yeah, with Baker, Natal, and Guidinger. But Baker there so far tonight now with 15 points in the game. Really solid effort. You know what I like about him? He's under control.
Yeah.
Even some of the bad shots he's taking, he's always square. His shoulders are always square to the basket.
Has to be 3 or 4 lane pull-ups, which you don't see anymore. Kids pulling up from that. They shoot the 3 or they take it to the basket. Shot's a little flat, but it goes for him.
Right there is what they need more of, is hitting that middle man and pulling the defense in a little bit more. The problem is their middle man is not able to really score or do very much from there. You almost wonder if you put a guard in there sometimes, if maybe the guard could attack a little bit down the middle.
Could turn and face up. Yeah, Coach is throwing a lot of different things. I wonder how much without Tucker, how that affects what they're trying to do. Maybe he's a kid that has the ball all the time.
He's a definite attacker full court, I'll tell you. That's the one difference. There's Natal, pulls it off. What a pass to Geidinger from Natal. Geidinger's going to get the points. Natal gets 2 in your heart.
That was sweet. With the left hand.
17 points now in the game for Geidinger. Well, watch how slow this pass is. Now watch the defense come way over, and they have a chance. He dives by him that time, and then the takeaway on the other side for the moment. Need a timeout. And timeout called at the bench there, right in front of Clovis Gallen. We'll take one as well. It's 54-40. Central up. 5:46 to go in this one on High School Sports Live TV.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor, featuring Case Construction, paves the way for your project from start to finish. With 6 locations, Groff Tractor is always nearby your equipment needs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
And welcome back. 5:46 to go in the fourth quarter here. And 4 out of 18 from three-pointers so far. And what that tells me is the non-shooters are shooting the threes right now against that 1-3-1, Coach Flannery.
Yeah, well scouted. They know who their shooters are. They're going to play to them. What's interesting is in a high school game, well, in a college game too, but in a high school game, it's just to stay with that, reminding them every time who their shooters are and stay with that.
You know, you coach Buck now and you play with the clock. Talk about playing with the clock, and at what point in time did you want your shooters, or your shot going in, or the attempt for the shot starting to go in? Did you think like that in terms of how your offense went? How did that work?
Well, I mean, a lot of it has to do with your, certainly your personnel, but also a lot of it has to do with, I always gave the opposition a lot of credit. They take something away from you. You really have to adjust. That's what was so fun about the game. There's that inside pass.
How about Jones right there? Nice catch by Jones, and he'll put it away for his first deuce of the night.
We were both on the same side.
And there again, forcing a quick shot. Good job by Newsom. Baker up almost with a steal here, but York High will hang on to it. So York High has it back to 12 again. And they've made what was an exclamation point there for a while, a big question mark here in this game.
Yeah, it's opportunities. I like to fight. You gotta take a lot from this William Penn team.
And here you got the 2-3 flat against this time, and they're trying to throw it over the top to Newsom. Newsom has to be able to handle that. And there's Lidner, and Lidner can't get it to go, but Newsom with the rebound. Newsom back up with that half hook again, not going to go. And Central's got numbers. And a put away on the far end by Ethan Dotson with some authority. 5 points in the game now for Dotson. And there again, they've got a man in the corner. Trying to find your shooter. Finally get him. Vega's wide open. Vega can't get it to go this time. Newsom again with another rebound. There's a push behind from Dotson. It'll be his third foul. But you got Vega what you wanted there, but a little quicker now than it was in the first quarter.
Yeah, a little quicker pace. They run at him. Reversal. You also get excited if you haven't seen that shot in a while.
Right.
It's like, I finally got one.
Look at your chops there. Jones again, not going to go. Wrestling with Natal on it, and a foul is going to be called, I think, against Jones. Or is it? Going to be against Natal. So Natal picks up his foul here. It'll be his second of the night.
I have Newsom for a double-double, 13 rebounds and 12 points.
Newsom's had a really solid game here tonight. Again, tough shot there by Walker. Well, a little higher percentage shot on that. Here comes Baker back again, controlling the offense. Wants to see a little bit more fluidity now. Over the top to Geidinger. Geidinger has it. Geidinger is just manhandled by like 4 guys and tied up. And good sportsmanship here by Newsom, getting Geidinger up off the floor. Nice job there by both players.
Well, they rely on their puppies, but the senior leader is what's doing it, Baker.
So here's Geidinger, and it's going to go over to York High again. So again, at 14 points, they can't seem to get under that 12 mark here so far.
Yeah, got it to 10 twice, I think, and just couldn't get there. They did try to start throwing the ball.
There again, that dangerous pass, and you see what happens. And then up and in as James Jackson makes them pay. James Jackson now with 6 points in the game. Lidner all the way to the far corner. They've got David Ward in there now. And Lidner again trying to go through traffic. Freshman making a mistake. Here comes Baker. Baker, strong move. Baker under control. Baker in for an easy deuce again.
It's getting away.
17 points now for Baker. They're showing a little bit different look now off that 1-3-1. Bring that wing guard high. And then just not seeing that it's Geidinger's right down there in front. Now if you're Central, you can really slow it down. You start to just play the clock.
Central's dictating where that first pass is going every single time. They got young kids in the corner trying to get the ball. I get the idea of it with Newsom. It's just a little late, and they're just closing down.
And you're asking Newsom to catch a lot of great passes right now. And, you know, I often said if you're going to throw a great pass, there better be a great set of hands ready to catch.
Yeah.
You know, you're throwing a lot of great passes. There's Vega sneaking up, and Vega's going to be in for a quick deuce here. So Vega says, I'm not done yet. 17 points for Vega in the game. Jackson jammed right there in the middle for a moment. Nice hustle by Ward, David Ward. And you get a timeout on the side for Central. 3:04 to go. 60-44 Central leads at This Is High School Sports Live TV.
I'm thankful for the OSS trainers always being there to keep me in the game and on the field and help me pursue my lacrosse career outside of high school.
I'm going to Florida Southern College to play lacrosse. OSS trainers have taught us a lot about our bodies and keep them healthy, and that's going to help us get ready for collegiate sports.
OSS Health. Extraordinary care. Extraordinary athletes.
And one of the games we're watching tonight, and Jeff Hoke would be interested in this one because he used to play for Trinity. Trinity at Columbia tonight in a big game, and 64-56, Columbia leads it with 2:33 to play in that one. I got that from one of my former players, my state championship team, Bo Draper, who is well known in Trinity lore. Jeff Hoke walked in tonight and said, Bo Draper grabbed the ball at the end of the game in the Eastern Final against Trinity and laid it in to win. Lidner with a rebound off the missed shot here. I'm not sure that's a shot Jeff Hoke wanted to take it at this point in the game.
Coming out of timeout, no.
Look at Newsom again. Newsom back up. Newsom can't get it to go again. Vega's got it. Back under Newsom. I think he'll get this one. Newsom in again for two more.
You got to teach that young man to dunk everything.
14 points now for Newsom in this one. Here's Geidinger. He's going to pull up for another jump shot. This one not good. And you're giving the ball back to York Higher chance as Baker gets a rebound. Geidinger continues to go up strong against Newsom. Newsom underneath. Finally the foul. Geidinger will go to the line for two. I'm not sure you're shooting the ball right now, Coach, are you?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you got this in hand, but...
Well, I think two things are going on. One is I'm sure Coach Hoke and us sitting up here, I would like to think we're experienced, not old.
Yeah.
So that experience is playing into this. But these kids are at home. They're up on their rivals. You know, they beat them once. They want to put it away. They want to go up and down. They want to get another dunk for Dobson and, do that. That's why they're 17, 16, 15 years old, right?
They're having fun.
They're having fun. Great word. Isn't that a great word?
21 points in the game now for Geidinger tonight. It's been a quiet 21, hasn't it?
Wow.
I'm really impressed with that young man.
Yeah, he's a solid player and only a sophomore. How about that? There's Vega way, way out there. That was a 4. There's Ward. Vega again. And Vega's going to go in, switch his hands. Nice move by Vega, the sophomore in. Had a good night. He's got 19 points. So the foul in the backcourt will be a one-on-one coming down here.
Vega's all we talked about, too. He's pretty good. He's getting tired shooting that 3, though.
He's averaging 19 points a game, is Vega, and tonight, right there on his numbers.
He's having to do so much. He has to attack that 1-3-1 and then score out of it. And on the other end of the floor, he's trying to chase him around.
Well, and no excuses tonight. Tucker is his running mate normally, and Tucker not here. Tucker, a great compliment to him. as Baker continues to have a really solid evening.
I asked this the other night. Will these teams get a chance to see each other again, depending on how the playoffs are in the area?
No, they're pretty much, this is the last time they'll see each other this year.
Okay.
Unless something drastic happens in the last half of the season. $19 points in the game now for Jacoby Baker, who's done a little bit of everything tonight. There's a pull-up again by Vega. This one's not going to go. Pulled down by the guy you've liked all night long is Ethan Dotson.
Yeah. He'd be one of my draft picks.
Off to Natal. Natal, a little heady move here. Let's bring it back at your guys and reset our offense. You'd like to see that from your freshman.
Yeah, how about that, Coach?
1:27 to go. He says, we're playing the clock now, guys. Everybody knows that, right? And tries to dish it off to Geidinger and does exactly that. And Geidinger in for 2 more. Geidinger with 23 points in the game now.
Boy, those two ninth graders have fun with each other, don't they?
They really do. And a timeout called by Clovis Gowan. We'll take one as well. 1:14 to go in this one. Central in front, 66-48 on High School Sports Live TV.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Welcome back. We lost our picture there for a moment. For Josh back at our station right now. As 1:14 to go, 66-48 Central leads the Central York. 2-point field goal in the first half, 12 of 29. Second half, 10 of 22. But they've had more turnovers too in the second half. They haven't had as many shots. 29 shots the first half, 22 in this half. So a few more turnovers here for the Panthers in the second half, and give credit to York High's defense for that.
Well, you have to, and also, you know, we said it before the game. Central York was 4-11, 2-6 in the league. It's not like they've been used to playing with big leads or playing up. So, you know, this is great. I'm sure Coach is happy the way they played with the lead tonight.
New territory is what you're saying.
Substitutes on the floor here for Coach Gowan, and another nice look for the far corner, this time by Febris. And Febris with his second 3 of the night. He's got 6 points in this game.
Seems like all their threes, though, are coming from that right side corner. You know, Central's dictating where that ball is going.
In that Columbia Trinity game tonight, 71-64 with 28.5 seconds to go in that one over in Columbia this evening. Columbia undefeated. Don't forget our Capital Blue Cross post-game report will be coming up right after this. Central keep away right now. 39 seconds to go, up by 14 points. So a little bit of delay game right here. This Natal kid is really heady. Baker underneath to Geidinger. Geidinger up, Geidinger in. Geidinger with a chance for 3. Great pass again by Baker. And they're going to say he was not in the act of shooting or not. They're checking right now.
They say he came back down. It's actually a great call if we get it on the replay. He came down with it. He was fouled and he went back up.
A couple years from now, he'll still be in the air.
Yeah, so he'll play through that strength.
He's got 21 points in the night, looking for number 22 and 23 right here. So Geidinger at the line. 6'3". Make that 6'7", sophomore. And the substitutes coming in and getting a nice curtain call. Out goes Leiden. Check that out. That was Dotson. Natal is going to stay in there. Baker goes out. Geidinger in there shooting one more. Geidinger up, and that's off the front of the iron. So coming down 24 seconds now, York High. Another one from Febris, and Febris not getting that one. Yanked down by Suchanek. 17 seconds to go. Central 12 of 18 in the game from the free throw line, by the way. And it still looks like they're going to be happy just to kind of throw this one out and not take any more shots.
Good effort tonight.
It really was. The Panthers are going to walk out of here a 67-51 winner this evening as they win their 5th game of the season and now go to 5-11. They'll go to 3-6 in the conference of Division I. York High will drop to 4-9. They'll head to 2-6 in Division I of the York Area Interscholastic Athletic Association. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with our Capital Blue Cross post-game report, our giant post-game analysis, our Capital Region play of the game, and our Hoffman Ford player of the game, all straight ahead here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Erie Insurance. Are you ready for the sports season? The licensed clinical experts at Select Physical Therapy are. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury keep you from watching your favorite team compete or participating in your favorite activities. Trust our physical therapists to help you feel better, faster, and to get you back to the things you love. With many convenient locations throughout the community, Select is here to help you heal. To schedule an appointment today, go to selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
CCA field trips make learning come alive.
And welcome back to Central York High School. 67-51 tonight. Central beats the York High Bearcats. And Tony, for that 2-point loss last time they played over at York High. Welcome to our Capital Blue Cross post-game report. Gary Sutton, Pat Flannery, and Jeff Thompson with you up here tonight. Really interesting game, guys. It started out York High kind of jumping on top very quickly, but Central with the 1-3-1, that was the story of the evening, Jeff Thompson.
Well, it was a story of the evening, but I'm going to give some credit to York. They were game in the second half. They forced some turnovers. They fought on the boards, but they couldn't overcome a very poor shooting night, and I think that was because of that 1-3-1.
I think a great point there. You had Newsom inside, 14 points tonight, did a good job. You had Vega with 19, right on his season average, but not enough firepower there to go along with York tonight and trying to beat that 1-3-1. Pat, your impression of the game tonight?
Well, you got to the point where you're almost rooting a little bit with York to make one of those puppies, and they were missing some inside. They had some folks open on the perimeter. I'm not sure that they were some of the folks that were open, so give Central credit defensively. But what I was impressed in Central York, they moved the basketball. They have 5 kids on the floor that can handle, that can shoot. Other than a little bit of strength, they're deep. That was a good basketball team tonight.
Yeah, and you look at the 3 players that really made them go tonight, but there were a whole lot of players that kind of figured in there. You saw Ethan Dotson, maybe doesn't show up big in the scoring column, but that guy was everywhere tonight. Had 5 points in the game, but you look down at Natal, the freshman, 15 points tonight for him. You look over at Geidinger, 22 points tonight. Quiet 22 points. He does it inside, he does it outside. He's a really wiry kid. And, of course, Jacoby Baker made him go all night long, throwing there James Jackson with a couple good plays. You had 5 guys who were really getting at it tonight, and they got a few more freshmen with Parker and Suchanik in there. So this is a team, both these teams looking pretty good for the future with some of these young guys on the bench.
A very good nucleus for Coach Hoke. And I like the spirit that York had in the second half.
Yeah, York does have a lot of spirit. And, you know, if you talk to Coach Gallen, he'll say, we're making a lot of young mistakes right now, but we're loaded for the future. I think Central York tonight, York High made them play a little faster the second half, cut into it, got to 12, could never get underneath that number, though, and that was like a wall that they hit, and they couldn't finalize some of those big baskets under 12.
Well, the kids that York put out tonight, Coach got to feel good that they competed. And they competed in a spot. The game changed a couple different times, and those kids responded to it. So even though they didn't make some shots and do some things, both teams are going to walk out of here tonight taking some good things with them.
Well, it's time to take a look at our Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game tonight. And we'll see what Josh Edwards has dialed up for us here in a second. And here it is, guys. There you had Geidinger. Look at that little inside passing between Geidinger and also Dotson. We talked about Dotson, what he does. Look at that, just creating and getting Geidinger an easy bucket on the inside. And here it is again, good passing. Boy, don't you love to see that?
He's so long.
Well, it's nice to have a 6'7" to pass to and finish.
A little like give and go there between your post guys. And finally, our Hoffman Ford player of the game tonight. We could have chosen from a lot of players. We said Natal had 15, Geidinger with 22. You might even have put Dotson in there. You know, he had a great night. But the guy we picked tonight wears number 0, but he did anything but 0 work today. He had 19 points in the game. Great distributor, great defender, and a great shooter with the 19 points. Jacoby Baker, our Hoffman Ford player of the game. And take a look at what he does in the open floor.
Well deserved. Did everything, inside, out, played tough defense, made good decisions.
He finished. He has that nice pull-up jumper, like you said, Coach.
That's a little nasty to him, too. They got up into him a little bit. They tried to deny him to start the second half, take the ball out of his hands. If you remember what he did right away, he dribble drove and took one to the basket and said, not here.
Well, he's a wily kind of player, but he is our player of the night tonight, our Hoffman Ford player of the game, Jacoby Baker. Hey, we want to thank Chad Edwards tonight, Josh Edwards back with our Invicta crew, TJ and the whole crew up here on the deck tonight. Of course, Jeff Thompson, Jim Gallagher, our stat guy, and also Pat Flannery, our head coach here from Bucknell. Thanks, guys, for a great job tonight. Our next broadcast is coming up actually Thursday. It's going to be a wrestling match. It'll be Red Lion against Central right here back at Central. And, of course, the next time that we'll tee it up here will be against right back here at Central again. It'll be Northeastern at Central on the 25th. We're going to take a little well-needed break Friday. We'll probably all be out scouting the game somewhere. But, again, 67-51 tonight. The Central Panthers beat the York High Bearcats. Thanks for joining us this evening here on High School Sports Live TV. I'm Gary Sutton. For our whole Invicta crew, have a great evening, everyone.